Whether it's corn, cukes, or apples, crop farmers typically measure their success by the bushel. But if you ask farmer Trey Hill at Harborview Farms in Kent County, that's just one metric of many. And these little guys provide another.
People ask how you measure soil health. If you're getting 20 to 30 worms per shovel, or even 10 worms, that means the soil's pretty healthy.
Which, of course, is good for crop growth. No surprise there. A little less obvious? Improving soil health can actually help combat climate change.
Harborview Farms has been here in Rock Hall for a long time. I'm the fourth generation, so it was started by my father's grandfather, and we farm very conventional crops.
Mostly corn, wheat, and soybeans.
We just do things slightly unconventionally in terms of trying to be part of the solutions to the environmental concerns of farming as well as climate change.
These days, Trey is regarded as a national leader when it comes to sustainable agriculture. But that hasn't always been the case. It started back in the 1990s when he received funding from the state to plant cover crops, which are a variety of plants grown in farm fields over the winter to prevent soil erosion and reduce runoff. Cover crops aren't typically harvested, but instead are killed off each spring to make room for cash crops like corn or soybeans.
I thought it was a waste of money, but we did it because it was there. We wanted to be team players and figured, well, maybe we're wrong.
Turns out, not only did the cover crops reduce runoff, over time, Trey found that they actually improved the quality of the soil itself.
So what you're seeing all around me is actually the cover crop. By the time we come to harvest, most of this will be broken down and turned into organic matter. So if I pull all this away, even to my touch, the soil's cooler, it's wetter. Usually we'll see spiders and bugs.
As for how all this ties back to climate change, that has to do with simple plant biology. As they grow, the cover crops suck carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas, out of the atmosphere. Once killed off, they're left in the field, and that decaying organic matter, that carbon, goes into the soil instead of back into the atmosphere. This is called carbon sequestration.
So how we sequester carbon is pretty simple. I don't do it. This is what does it. Basically, the more that field is covered with green and the more stuff growing, the more carbon it sequesters.
And by combining use of cover crops with other conservation practices, like no-till, which avoids disturbing the soil, farmers can keep that carbon in the ground. But until recently, even the most pioneering farmers weren't really thinking in terms of climate change. For Trey, the light bulb moment came after he met the folks at Nori, a Seattle tech startup looking to pay farmers for removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere by launching a carbon credit marketplace.
They said, well, we really need to get farmers to sequester carbon in the soil. Well, that's what we've been doing. We've been running in parallel to this. We've been coming up with climate solutions, but we weren't relating that to climate change because that wasn't pertinent to our thought process.
Over 2 years, Nori worked with Trey to gather extensive data about his farming practices.
How long we've no-tilled, how much nitrogen we're using, what our yields were.
And then they input that data into a complex Department of Agriculture computer model, which takes into account weather patterns and soil types and spits out approximately how much carbon has been sequestered.
The determination was, just for rough figures, is we get about 1 ton of carbon sequestered per year, per acre.
Each of those tons equates to 1 carbon credit on Nori's fledgling carbon credit marketplace, to be purchased by individuals or businesses looking to offset their own CO2 emissions.
So basically, if you were getting ready to take a flight to Europe, do you want to offset that flight? You can buy these carbon credits from Harborview Farms. Then know that what I did was put that much carbon back into the soil, and then you help pay me to do that so that I can do it better.
In his first year as the first farmer on Nori's marketplace, Trey sold 8,010 tons worth of carbon credits. And if all goes well, that number will only grow in the years to come.
While it's a slow process, every year the soil is getting incrementally better, which gives us better drought tolerance, better water holding capacity. But then we're also getting this extra benefit of helping with climate change, which now we're starting to hopefully capitalize on.